Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And join me today for this new recipe I am so excited about. I am going to be making some vegan mac and cheese balls. I came up with this idea a few days ago and I have been thinking about how to best execute it. So what I'm going to do today is a little bit of an experiment. I'm gonna make these mac and cheese balls 3 different ways and figure out which way is the best. So I've already made a batch of my vegan potato cheese sauce, and I use this as a base a lot when I make macaroni and cheese. And another thing I really like to make is baked macaroni and cheese. Sometimes add some peas, but I think I'm gonna pass on the peas today. So I've got my vegan potato cheese sauce, and I've also cooked some elbow macaroni, and the only other ingredient I'm going to use is going to be like a crispy sort of topping that I'm gonna make to coat the mac and cheese balls in. So I think my mac and cheese balls are going to turn out best if I put them in the refrigerator first. So my plan is, once I get the cheese and noodles mixed up, to fill up the mini muffin tin, put this in the refrigerator, let the mixture get firm in the muffin tins, and then I should be able to pop out little mac and cheese balls, roll them in my breadcrumb mixture, and bake them in the oven. And I also think they could be really good like that in the air fryer. So I'm going to cool a whole tray of those mac and cheese balls so I can test out the air fryer versus the oven. I'm planning on these cooled mac and cheese balls to work out, but if for some reason they don't, my backup plan is to use the little muffin liners and just bake the mac and cheese as mini muffins and then top it with the crispy coating. I don't think that's gonna be as good as the mac and cheese balls or like look as good, but that is my backup plan. So I'm going to do a batch of those as well to see how they turn out. So that's the 3 ways I want to try and cook these as of right now. I may come up with another creative idea as I'm getting this put together. But step 1 is going to be figuring out my ratio of potato cheese to noodles. And I'm going to start out with 2 cups of each. There's my 2 cups of cooked macaroni, 2 cups potato cheese, way too cheesy, definitely more macaroni. I'm thinking maybe another cup of macaroni. Okay, I like this ratio, 2 cups potato cheese to 3 cups macaroni. I think that looks delicious. So first I'm gonna get the muffins in the fridge to start cooling, and then I'm gonna prepare the other ones that are gonna go into the oven. I'm going to put these dozen in the fridge to cool, and I'm just going to do 6 right now in the oven. I'm going to put these in the oven at 350 for only about 5 minutes while I mix up my crispy topping, and then I'm going to add the topping and put them in for another probably 10. For my crispy topping, I do equal parts chickpea breadcrumbs and panko breadcrumbs, and then I add in some garlic powder or minced garlic. Today I want my topping to be extra garlicky. I think that's gonna be really good with the mac and cheese balls, so I'm gonna use both of these today. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of each type of breadcrumb. I'll start with a teaspoon of each garlic and see how it smells, I guess. Oops. I think this will be good. It smells garlicky. We're gonna try this out. Here are the muffins out of the oven after about 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna add some of this topping, and like I said, probably another 10 minutes. There they are with the topping added, and be back in about 10. I ended up doing 15 minutes in the oven. The topping still didn't get very brown in a lot of spots. So my next batch of this recipe, I'm not going to like pre-cook the bottom at all. Like, I don't even know why I really did that. I'm just gonna put the mac and cheese right in with the crispy topping on and put it in for the full amount. And my oven was at 350. I'm wondering if I should have done 400. That's why this is all a test batch. So these are the ones that were in the fridge that I'm trying to get to form little balls. They're still a little gooey. I wonder if I should try them in the freezer. I mean, that's kind of starting to hold its shape of a ball. See what I'm saying? I don't think the freezer is a good idea. I have not had good luck freezing the potato cheese before. I'm just going to stick these back in the fridge for another 40 minutes, so that will be a full hour of them getting firmer. So back to the fridge for this, and then it's time to taste test. These are the ones that just came out of the oven. They look totally adorable. They would definitely need to sit and cool to like hold the muffin shape. I have the same issue when I make lentil loaf muffins. When you try to peel them apart of the paper while they're still warm, they kind of stick to the paper because there's no oil. I think I need a spoon. Yeah, this is sticking to the paper so bad. Worse than the lentil loaf. I love it. It's delicious. Tastes just like my baked mac and cheese and peas that I do, but these papers are not working out. They are just completely stuck. Way worse than the lentil loaf ever. Well, now I know. And that is why we test recipes out, because we always learn something. So I should be back in about 40 minutes after I give that other muffin pan time for those to firm up in the fridge. Meanwhile, I guess I'm having macaroni and cheese muffins for breakfast. Update time, 40 minutes later. So these chilled in the fridge for a little bit over an hour, but they, I think, are going to make perfect little mac and cheese balls now. One thing I want to do before I roll these in the breadcrumb mixture is add a little bit more garlic. So I'm going to add 1 additional teaspoon of garlic powder into my breading mixture, because I ate those mini muffins for breakfast and they were good. They just, I would like them more garlicky. Alrighty. And that's a sriracha stain from breakfast. The Tide pen didn't really do nothing. So this is going in the laundry as soon as I'm done with this video. So now I'm just gonna grab one of the little balls. Give it a little roll in the bread. Oh yes, this is exactly what I was picturing. Can you see that? That's a mac and cheese ball. Okay. Do these look as good on camera as they do in person? A couple of them are a little bit too big, but whatever. First attempt, this is gonna be good. So I have my oven at 350. I'm gonna go put these in for 10 minutes. I'm sure I'm gonna want them cooked longer, but 10 minutes, I'll check them, probably give them another 5 or 10 after that. One thing that I can say for sure is that the muffins that were only about half full of the chilled mac and cheese did the best. Probably because they were smaller, so they were colder and more set up. And then it was just easier to put the breadcrumbs on them when they were smaller. So next time I do them, definitely like only halfway fill the little muffin cups. So I was thinking about the mac and cheese muffins and how the noodles just stuck so bad to the paper. I would never do that again. It was just kind of a waste. So then I started thinking if I did the mini mac and cheese muffins again, putting them right into the pan. And then I started wondering, but would they stick to the pan really bad? Because that's usually why I prefer to use those liners, is because these pans are a pain in the butt to clean. So that whole train of thought led me to where I am now, which is, what if I put some breadcrumbs on the bottom of the muffin pan, then a scoop of the mac and cheese and a little more breadcrumb on top? Kind of like making the mac and cheese balls right in the pan without having to do that rolling and stuff I just did. I thought, what the heck, I have everything out, let's give it a try. And I don't have much crispy topping left, so however long this lasts, let's try to do at least like 6. I moved the mac and cheese into this pan, but it hasn't really gotten super cold in the fridge yet. It's still pretty gooey. I think this is gonna work. Okay, we'll do a test batch of 4. I'm gonna put these in the oven now for 10 minutes. Baked mac and cheese ball update. These are the ones that were just in the oven for 10 minutes. Definitely want to cook them longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do another 10. And I completely forgot that I wanted to try out a couple of these in the air fryer as well. I'm not sure if I should try them in the air fryer or not. I don't have any more cold little muffin sized. I think I have an idea. I think I have enough breadcrumbs to try out 2 mac and cheese balls in the air fryer. Okay, going to put these in the air fryer at 370 for 10 minutes, and then it'll be time to check on everything in the oven. Here are the mac and cheese balls from the oven. Are these two, oh, they're so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so exciting. So exciting. Oh, and it's got a little crispy on the bottom. Okay, so excited. I'm so excited. I can't tell you the last time I've been this excited about a recipe. I feel like it was recently though. These are so perfect. Definitely smaller is better. Here's one of the ones that was kind of falling apart, which is kind of one of the bigger ones. Oh, so I did end up cooking these for 30 minutes altogether. I had done 10 and then I had showed them when I checked them. Another 10 minutes and I still didn't feel like they were looking crispy, but super excited about these. I'm gonna let these cool and then I'll try them. Then this batch has been cooking for just over 20 minutes. I'd say probably like 23 minutes. And I think these look good. Those are definitely looking a little bit brown and crispy. This pan's getting hot in my hand. The mac and cheese balls I just put in the air fryer have 7 minutes left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait 7 minutes and then I'm gonna taste test everything at once. Oh, update time. I am so excited. I'm so happy I did those two in the air fryer. I think those are going to be the best. So these are the two from the air fryer, and those are the two that definitely got like the brownest and crispiest, like I like them. And those were only 10 minutes at 370 in the air fryer. These two are the ones I made into balls and baked on the baking tray. I did those for a total of 30 minutes and they didn't get nearly as crispy as the air fryer. These two are the ones I did in the muffin pan where I did the breadcrumbs, then the mac, and then more breadcrumbs. These got cooked and got crispy, but they did leave a lot of breadcrumbs in the pan. That's what I mean by that. So just based on the cook time and the appearance, I think that the air fryer is definitely the way to go, but I need to taste test to make sure. And if you think I'm not dipping these guys in sriracha, you'd be wrong. The air fryer ones have been cooling the least amount of time. I'm gonna try those last. I'll try this little one that was one of the in the muffin pan. Delicious, no complaints. Let's try this one. These were the balls that cooked on the parchment paper on the baking sheet. All right, so the one I ate out of the muffin pan was a little bit drier than the one I just ate from the baking sheet, but the baking sheet one was a little bit bigger, so that might have been why the first one was drier. Okay, time for the good ones. Which one do I want to eat first? These ones out of the air fryer got brown and crispy all the way around. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay, no doubt in my mind, the air fryer version is the best. So good. I love the crispiness on the outside, but it didn't get dry on the inside like the ones in the muffin pan did. Definitely air fryer, no questions. And I think these will be a hit with the non-vegan people too. There's a lot of flavor, the texture's great, just so good, nailed it. So thanks for stopping by my channel today and joining me for this plant-based mac and cheese ball recipe. Hopefully you learned a little bit watching me test out a few different techniques and come up with what I think is the best recipe. So if you give this recipe a try, let me know down in the comments which technique did you use and did you love it as much as I did? Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and be well. Hello, Penny. Hello. What are you up to this morning? What was the last thing I said to coat them? So my first thought was, how can I get these into balls? And whoa, that is a huge bird. Whoa. Does it have something in its mouth? So the first thing I need to do is figure out my ratio of, so the first thing I think I need, speak, Elisha. Penelope. Hi, pretty girl. Can you say mac and cheese ball? What, honey? I'm filming a recipe. It's gonna be a little while. Do you want some nip? You want some nip? Ted heard the word nip. Ted heard the word nip. Okay, but if I give you guys some nip, will you play with each other and let me film? Here's some nip for Ted. Here's some nip for Penny. Penny. Penny, over here. Over here, Penny. Whoa, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. You guys love nip. You love your nip. That's it. That's all you get. Ted, did you steal Penny's nip? Did Penny get any? Penny, did you get any nip or did he take it all? I'll have to watch this video back. Oh, nip fight. Ted, let Penny have her nip. Let Penny have her nip. Ted, you've got some right here. Okay, I'm getting back to my video. You guys be quiet, please. I love you. 2 cups elbow macaroni. Uh-oh. I'm thinking another cup of macaroni. I need a utensil. Penny, are you eating that? I lost an elbow noodle and Penny, I think, is eating it. Penny, are you eating? I think she's just licking it. We'll leave her be. Penny, I don't feel like you should be eating pasta. I think we're gonna throw those away. I'm sorry, honey. Are you eating it? These are the ones that just came out of the muck. Oh, did I even shut that off? Whoopsie. So the next time I do the, one thing I can already say for sure is that I probably, sticky, you know what I mean? I think I want to start that whole part over. Dude, don't tell me. Really, fridge? I was almost done. Am I still?